There's a lot of loose ends. We're not gonna continue right now. I don't know if I can, illustrations maybe could help me out here. Probably not. Like, whatever these guys are, the, guy that ordered the hit, we haven't really gotten to that in a while. They had a picture of Cecil, which, did they name him? Actually, I'm curious about that scene too. Did they name him? Did Cecil try to read and that's what he said, Cecil? I think they had to have said his name was Cecil. Obviously 10 years ago to now is a lot of time. And we did not get, apparently we have a different name that Jowd decided not to tell us. Lot of things. Many things happening in this game. Too many things to remember. I forgot that Lynn apparently shot us. Let's move on. What's going on with Cabanela? Did Cabanela really do the kidnapping? 10 years ago, a man named Cecil took a little girl named Lynn hostage and then was killed by a meteorite fragment. Well, apparently his name wasn't Cecil. Tonight, a man named Cecil met a detective named Lynn at a junkyard on the edge of town and then was killed by a bullet. Man, a lot of coincidences. Or is it fate? But the scene I find waiting for me on the other end of the phone line feels like the final nail in the coffin of my lost memory. Ah! I see. I don't myself. Okay, he sees himself. Well, there's those guys again. There you are, Commander Sith, finally. Cecil, where have you been, my good man? We've been looking everywhere for you. It's been so long I do not remember what voice I tried to give them. Had a little unfinished business to take care of. Didn't think it would take this long. What about your people? They sure went out of their way to mess me up. I say, I believe we fulfilled every one of your conditions in our little deal. What right do you have to complain about anything outside our bargain? We can talk about that when we get together. This will be our last communication by telephone. We'll arrive in 1 hour. I look forward to seeing you, Cecil. Dawn is approaching. The darkness surrounding my own mystery is deep, but I know it's always darkest before the dawn. Yeah, but you don't know what a rugby ball is. Yes, we're nearing the final stage of our little deal, my good man. Yes, sir. All preparations are complete, sir. What whimsical music. And we just had a report, sir. Lights have been spotted, sir. Have they now? By all means, let me have a look. Lights? Where are you guys? Yes, we're very close. We'll now disconnect from the communication cable and have no service until we arrive, sir. Very well. Oh yeah, eat that fruit. Well, I guess we're gonna see where we are. That seems like a very busy sub. Nice try, Inspector Cabanela. Oh, it's evil, Cecil, but you could never stop me. See ya, sucker. He looks like he's just taking a nap. Okay, well, there's a lot to take in. So, that submarine guy and his... How do you... Okay. So we know it's a submarine because we were able to see that scene, but like, how did Cecil figure that out? That submarine guy and his people have a deal going with me, do they? If that's the case, they probably aren't the ones who killed me, right? Anyway, there's definitely something behind the inspector's death. I think I'd better talk to him. Helmet. Book. Rock the helmet. I did it. What an oddly hard hat. I'd never be able to wear anything like that. Come to think of it, I don't remember seeing it here earlier. Made a loud clunk on the floor. It must be pretty solid. We can't really do anything. Ooh, what is actually going on down there? Wait a minute. Did that place explode? Okay. Well, we probably need to just... yeah, open that lid. See what the deal is here. Hey, do you think you could wake up for me? Oh boy, still unconscious, eh? Guess he hasn't been dead for very long then. I'll just go ahead and go back to 4 minutes before his death. I'm a little nervous about what I might see there, though. But if that's where I'm gonna find my answers, I can't run away from it. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. That's a good boy. Gee, a hostage sure is a handy thing. It gives me complete control over the top police inspector in the country. He looks like he's going to sleep. Ugh! What's the matter? All those broken bones smart a bit? Oh god. What's it like to feel pain? Does it make you feel alive? Why are you doing this? Now, is that any kind of question for a top inspector to ask? Isn't it obvious? Revenge, of course. Revenge on all the people who stole my life away 10 years ago. So he is the same person from 10 years ago. Don't be ridiculous. It was a meteorite that stole your life, or have you forgotten that? Wrong! I was murdered by all of you. Yo, is your hand doing good? Okay. Detective Jowd, you chased me down and forced me into a corner, even though I was innocent. Lynn, that girl who was right there where I was running. Okay, it's a bit much to blame the child. Lynn? She was just an innocent little girl playing in the park. That brat hadn't been there, I never would have thought of taking a hostage. Okay, calm down, dude. That's the most self-centered garbage I've ever heard. And finally you, Inspector Cabanela. Me? If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. Awful revenge. You were so proud of your spotless record, and my case was the one blot on it, wasn't it? Only 2 people know the real truth, me and Detective Jowd. Ugh. I bet tonight's execution will be quite a relief to you, won't it? One of the people who know about the stain on your record will disappear for good. That's why you didn't help him escape from prison. That's the kind of guy you are. I got nothing to say to you, you never listen anyway. Bang! Look at the way his arm... That was pretty slick. Ye gods! Now then, Inspector, time to make a big red stain on your spotless white coat. Was he Lamp? This was another condition of my deal. To wipe out everybody who knew about Temsek. So is that why the meteorite was barely known? Was it like covered up? Revenge? That's what I'm up to? None of this makes any sense. Hey, man. Mind telling me what's going on? Inspector Cabanela, he's awake. My head is spinning, baby. Am I to understand that Cabanela character who just got shot is me? That's right. And you're supposed to be the scoundrel there who just shot me? I guess so? But you couldn't be, could you? Huh? After all, the guy in the red suit just walked out the door, right? So, who are you? I guess I just have to face it. I'm not that Sissel guy. I'm somebody who's searching for himself. That's why I'm here to save you. At the very least, you have information about that guy in red, information I need. So you came on a rescue mission now, did you? Nothing like the sound of that, baby. Because there's a very important life here somewhere, a life valuable to this nation. Okay, so do your thing, baby. So if he can get a shot, and if he died 10 years ago, is he like zombieing around? Why did I do this? That's a good boy, G. Hostage, handy, give me complete control, top. So are you a manipulator too? I have ghost tricks, powers of the dead, yeah, but I can't control living creatures. Anywho, I think you'd better be very careful. That guy in red is a manipulator. Naturally, he knows about powers like yours. Ah, if he realizes you're here, things might get a little sticky. You're right, I'd better be careful. So I should... Look at him. There's that something emanating from his body. Is it really the sign of having special powers of the dead? That was emulating from his body previously too. So if I had to hazard a guess, examine this book. Top of this bookshelf is lined with books. This one at the top is bound so precariously it's a wonder it doesn't fall off. How did the old pigeon guy even reach up there? And I wonder if he makes his pigeons fetch it for him. His one pigeon. I didn't mean to do this. So... I don't think we can do anything down there. How would we want to handle this? I would imagine the problem is that he will immediately know that we're doing something. Okay, we can come down here. And the question is, why did this happen? Look at this place. What in the world happened here? I think I'm starting to remember. Something bad happened here. Yeah, thanks. And now, there's another death lying hidden here. What? Another death? Didn't I tell you from the start? Didn't I say there was a very important life valuable to the nation here? Thought you were talking about you. I'm just a crazy character in a white coat, baby. At least he knows he's a crazy character. Is it? Yep, Pigeon Man. Oh, the pigeon's sad. Hey, come to think of it, where's that old pigeon guy? Well, I'd say being able to go back a bit further probably will help us out. Will opening this give us... Okay, it will. I didn't think it would go that far. I want to open the door. It's too heavy, I can't budge it. Not surprising, what with that mountain of rubble on top of it. And there appears to be a death buried underneath that rubble. Please help that person. Well, I wanted to see if we could maybe have the body fall. Excuse me? Are you awake? Man, everyone wakes up so quickly. Of course. I never sleep during work hours. Professor, do you recognize me? There's only one crazy character in a white coat that I know of. He hasn't lost his memory. I'm not the type who likes losing things. But never mind that. Cabanela, this is quite a surprising guest you've brought with you. Pretending like he didn't just blow up the place. Are you talking about me? Oh, this is a different guy, and I'm his guest actually. Said he came to rescue us. Unlike you, my sharp friend, he still hasn't gotten his memory back. Pitiful. Ouch, that hurts. Anyway, now we'll be going back to 4 minutes before your death, in order to change your fate, that is. But aren't we already in the past, man? We can go back even further, I've done it before. I still don't see a path to saving Inspector Cabanela. But if we go back further, maybe I'll find a lead. It's interesting that the, real Sissel doesn't have a soul, or maybe we just can't see it. How many times do I have to tell you, Professor, this place is dangerous? Don't be daft, I can't leave now. He's completely dead, but just as I thought, I'm getting a reading. This is the source of his powers. If I remove it... He's not dead, he's just not there. The true form of the manipulator isn't something you can detect, it's a spirit. Oh, it wasn't a question. He was saying that. Ridiculous. Hehehe. So you figured it all out, huh? So if he left his body there for so long, I wonder what he's been doing. You're a clever man, Inspector Cabanella. So it's really true. You're... I wasted a lot of time tonight because of you, Inspector. But it's all just like you said. I died 10 years ago. This body is just a vessel, a shell. I control everything. This shell, people, just like I control the Justice Minister and Lin. Oh, so he did control Lin? But who did Lin shoot? So it's true, you were manipulating my baby that time. You made her shoot your shell. But why? Why would you do a thing like that? To create conclusive evidence, you know, on that security tape. Now she's a murderer too. She'll suffer just like Zhao did. Okay, I guess that's his revenge. Simple enough. Now then, Professor, I'm afraid it's time for you to die. I don't have any grudge against you. I'm even grateful to you. Oh yeah, so why don't you let me live then? I'll be leaving this country forever tonight, but before I do, I need to erase all evidence that these powers of mine exist. Oh. Along with the contraption in this room. This time, the thing will work the way it was meant to, and it'll all be over. Cupid won't turn this time. He'll shoot his little arrow this way. Professor, look out! I guess this is how his bones got broken. How did he, like, set that? Dynamite, eh? When the devil did it, he put that there. That's what I want to know. He planned it all out tonight. Having my baby shoot him, having his corpse disappear. His corpse disappeared? That medical examiner, remember him? He was a complete and utter imposter. He said he was gonna take the corpse back to the lab, but he'd already made a deal with the manipulator to meet him and give him the body back. But I wasn't gonna let that happen, baby. You saw through their plan, eh? I noticed right away the medical examiner didn't know the first thing about examining a body. I knew he was a fake, so I tracked him down and bought him off. Bought him off? Had him smuggle the corpse to this room. Dynamite was there the whole time, you can see it. I thought we could find a source of his powers. Of course, never in my wildest dreams did I think his abilities were powers of the dead. Anyway, there isn't much time. He's leaving the country before dawn, and I'm gonna follow him, of course, after I save you two. Something's been nagging at the back of my mind. I remember what Ray said to me tonight. He said that spirits cease to exist when the day breaks. But if that's true, how could a spirit from 10 years ago still be here? No time for thinking now, baby. Action is the name of the game. Work your magic and take us back even further into the past. Well, if we can stop this from happening, Cabela won't have, like, his broken bones. I can't take the body. Open the door! It's no use, I can't open it. Could the fact the professor is standing on it have anything to do with it? I may look small, but I'm pretty heavy set. I sound so proud of that fact, too. This door, such a pity, too bad it doesn't open downwards. Sometimes life can be so hard, wouldn't you agree, Professor? Yeah, that's why we're both dead. The door that opens downward, eh? So presumably then Cabanella had him, like, set up this scene to investigate. Alright, man, jump in there and stop that explosion, would ya? Easy enough for you to say. Foolish of you to say, too. If you stop the explosion, he'll just do me in some other way. Fair enough, then jump in there and take care of that man in red, would ya? I repeat, easy enough for you to say, and most likely impossible to boot. That huge explosion didn't even make him bat an eye. Well, what do you propose then, Professor, pray tell? Your best bet is to save me during the explosion without him noticing. Easy enough for you to say, sheesh, what's with all these people? And Hoot, jump in there and do something. I would argue it would be good to stop the explosion. If only I had Missile's power. Well, is there a moment when... Fool, what do you think you're doing? I just thought I'll try it out. If you do that, you're gonna set the contraption in motion. Oh yeah. I just thought, he just thought he'd blow me up, is what he thought. Oops, that was my bad. There aren't a whole lot of things I can use my tricks on in this room. That is true. I mean, the best course of action is going to be to open this door. Is there just a moment when we could maybe try to set off the trap a little earlier, but have the professor fall? Oh, he's a ghoul. We'll have to just see if anything that's in can move is like lets us move to the left or something. That's right now, maybe. Sissel is... It's no use, I can't open it. The fact the guy in red is standing on it have anything to do with it? Seem more heavy set than he looks too? Why are you asking me? This door, such a pity. Too bad it doesn't open downward. Sometimes, okay. Yeah, that's why we're both dead. The door opens downward, huh? How would we work on that specifically? Would be the question. They kind of imply that that's what we need to work on. What in the world is that thing? This device has the meteorite data entered into it. If it detects Timsic radiation, it responds. Got that, kid? Isn't it a lovely thing? I guess sometimes it's important not to think about things too much. What a sorry pair. Open downwards. Oh, that's what was over there. That's the birthday cake. I'll be leaving this country forever tonight, but before I do, I need to erase all evidence. Okay, so it's in motion. What can I probably can't stop it in motion. If I can stop this toy from spinning, I can halt the contraption. But that won't really solve anything. There's a smart boy. If you stop the explosion, he'll just find another way to get me. It would probably give away the fact that you're here too. So I have to rescue you without stopping the explosion. Is that even possible? That's what has to be done. Deal with it. Can I become the Cupid? Can't get down there. Can only examine. I think it's all over. Maybe I should have seen if something would have happened. I don't know what else could have happened though besides the arrow. Can't get anywhere else. Can I look? Some rats having a rat time. So if it's supposed to find a meteor, right? Probably the one that killed him is in there, and that might be why he has that ooze to it. Gasp, he got up. Open the door downwards. What if I talk to it again. How would I make it move down? I think him being to the left here only really affects that moment. There might be... Oh, you stupid. I mean, that would also probably alert him of our ghost powers. So I'm not too surprised that that's not the answer. There's like a moment before the dynamite goes off. I would say I guess our best bet right now is to let the Cupid do its thing. As you perhaps already noticed, time is running out, baby. Yeah, no perhaps about it, I know. But you know, there aren't a whole lot of things I can use my ghost tricks on here. Looks like it's all over. Unless I find another path, I'm sort of at a deadlock here. Oh, we had to wait for... I had to specifically hear this. Hey, I know that voice. Help me. Where are you? Find me before I'm carried away. What's with the frail sounding call for help? He's here somewhere. A friend of yours? Yep, a little guy that looks a little fragile, but has strength that'd surprise you. Well, he's asking you to find him. And before he's carried away, no less. But I'm almost out of time. Should I look for him? There he is! Sissel, here I am, doing everything I can. Oh hey, it's Missile! What are you doing there? Do you really have to ask? Seriously, are you really going there? No, that's okay, never mind. Anyway, I need your powers. Will you help me out? Of course! Here, let me come join you. Oh, that definitely will help. Yeah, a lot of options here now. Okay, here I am, Sissel. Now maybe things will flow in a new direction. Even though the flow of the sewer is a little bit stinky. Fate changed? Trick time. Okay, so we are in fate change mode, but we can. So the question is, what can be switched around? Looks like I can't go up there at all. Let's get Sissel away from that. Telephone, lamp, ball. Would have to be like get the professor moving. If I go to after fate change, will Missile be with us as like the events unfold? Do we have time now? No. We're kind of stuck here. That's fine. Okay, let's stop that explosion. No, we can't do that. Okay, let's take care of that man in red then. No, we can't do that either. We can't do this, we can't do that. What can we do? We let the explosion happen, then we rescue the old pigeon guy without the man in red noticing. And your powers are the key to all of this, Missile. Oh, I don't know about that, but I'll do my best. We're talking about a matter of seconds. We can't miss our chance. Okay, what else can we manipulate? I think it has to do with the door, but what can we replace the door with? Talk to Sissel. Maybe Sissel has an idea. Do you remember how to use my powers? Okay, yeah, you can swap things. Well, to be precise, I can swap things that look like they have the same shape. What's the difference? As I was being carried by the wind and falling into the river, I realized something. If you look at a thing from a different angle, it looks different. You know, that's a pretty good point for a little doggy who came in with the sewage. I don't think we even have that many things to actually look at. What looks like it has the same shape? Tools. I don't think the professor moves at all. Damn. I was gonna try to ghost trick, but it didn't really work. And I panicked. Did the music kind of like faltered there for a minute? I like panicked and pressed the wrong button. We'll try to do the wait for the ghost trick thing, I guess, to happen. It would tell us specifically if we're like attached to something. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna just wait and see, I guess. Yeah, waiting to see doesn't seem like the option. There's more down here, but I can't really do anything about that. What looks similar? Like, the main thing is the trapdoor, which I would assume shape-wise we would... I guess I'll just let the thing play out. Did anything move? It doesn't look like it. It wouldn't be so bad if I could at least find some objects to change. I'm also doing this wrong. Yeah, we can't really do anything when the arrow's out. Anyone want to give me a hint here? Like, I get what Missile's saying, but I don't know how to work with that. Time's up. So I have to save without other notice me. Can do it, Sissel. I know we can. The key to success here is the little doggy's power. What can I use, though? I don't think we have to go to the beginning. I would hope if we did, that it would tell us by, like... Technically speaking, I think Missile would be with us if we went to the beginning. But I am going to assume that that's not the solution. So then what can we do? There is a ball here, but I can't move Sissel over there. Phone doesn't... Oh, I can get here from... Oh, okay. This is absolutely where I needed to be. Those squeaky guys are making a fuss about something. Sissel, my animal instincts are starting to surface. You mean you want to chase them? I think you have to be alive to do that. Must be some kind of rat feast in that trash can. Those things usually make a bigger commotion than that. Bigger commotion, eh? Not what I want to do. I need to ghost trick this. That'll probably move the lids. That's a lot of rats. Now that's what I'd call some proper commotion. They're making that trash can dance. Truth be told, I feel a bit like dancing on now myself. It's getting harder and harder to hold my wild instincts back. What a dangerous bunch. Okay. Well, that's great. I'm not even allowed to switch these back. Oh, because the like microscope. I cannot think of the word. Microscope changed it. What does swapping these do for me? Oh, there we go. We solved it. Gotta wait for probably now. Look out! Alright, so Cabanella still has broken ribs, and that pigeon will survive. Took me way too long to solve that one, but that was mainly just not realizing I could reach that. Sorry, little pigeon. Look at his legs. As for you, Inspector, I have a little job for you. I can't move. I think I have 4 or 5 broken bones. I don't mind. It won't prevent me from manipulating you. It might make it hurt a little, but when I move you, though, quite a bit, actually. It might make it hurt a little bit when I move you, though. Quite a bit, actually. Damn you. Okay, so the good thing is we saved the professor. But Cabanela still might die. I can't believe it. You all actually pulled it off. Sorry, Inspector Cabanela. I couldn't do anything to help you. And there I am, a poor broken heap of arms and legs. But no matter, I enjoyed the show. The magic disappearing act, that is. Nothing like it, baby. Yeah, except, unlike a normal magic trick, I'm the one that managed to vanish without a trace here. Phone book updated. So how can this help us with Cabanela? Because we're still doing that, right? What's the matter? You look like you'd rather be dead, not that you aren't. I was just remembering the fact that right now, about now, the real me is giving the poor Justice Minister a real fright. Oh, the phone call? Yeah, he was pretty upset. Excuse me, mister. You really shouldn't be mean like that. And what's this lively little creature? Well, this little doggy is the warrior who keeps Camilla safe. Or he would be if he was actually still full of life. Camilla. Gods in heaven, what a terrible thing. That poor little girl taken hostage. The cruel twist of fate indeed. Wait just a minute, Miss Cabanela is a hostage? Yes, we're sorry, little warrior. Miss Cabanela is a hostage? What's a hostage? Anyway, Inspector Cabanela, it's time to save your life now. But you couldn't get very far when you tried before, am I right? We have Missile now, but this time it's different, right, Sissel? That's right, with us working together, it's a whole different situation. We'll save the Inspector in white, and then we'll go rescue Camilla, okay? Okay, let's hurry up and get through this. Gee, kids, you're making me feel like an afterthought.